What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Aroma. It's back again with another video, and man, this has been a long time coming. I'm excited for this fragrance review because I got one of the most exotic, one of the most unique fragrances in my collection to show you guys. Oh man, I've had this fragrance for almost a year, and I've been waiting specifically for the fall to show this fragrance off. And you don't know how hard it's been not to review this fragrance because I've had it since roughly December of last year. But there's been so many fragrances that I had way before this that I needed to review that I had to push it off, and it just kept pushing back. And then the summer came, well, the spring and the summer came. I'm like, I'm not gonna review this then because it's not the time to wear it. But it's getting cooler. It's probably cold in some parts of the world already, and I think that you guys are gonna love the fragrance. You saw the title down below. This is Navitus Perfumes Luxe Absolu. And man, I'm about to have some fun with this one. All right, before we get into it, I'm not gonna get too excited. Before we get into it, for those who just joined for the first time, welcome to He Smells Like Rome. Thank you for joining. We talk about niche fragrances here, luxury fragrances, hard to find fragrances, and those fragrances that's gonna cause conversation. For those of my smuggler guys that's been watching my channel, I truly appreciate you guys. Y'all know y'all my peoples. But I need you guys that have been watching, you know, subscribe, man. A lot of y'all just watching, you're not liking, you're just watching and getting all the information. Hook a brother up, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell icon because this is how I'm gonna get my channel to grow. I'm almost at 5,000. I'm almost at that 5K, and I need you guys to put it out there to your friends. Share it on your social. I would truly appreciate it. With that said, like I said, we're about to get into this fragrance review with one of the most exotic fragrances you'll ever come across. So sit back, relax, get some popcorn. It's about to go down. All right, so like I said, Navitus Perfumes, this is Luxe Absolu, and let me just show you the packaging this thing comes in. Look at that beautiful leather coffin it comes in. And look at that beautiful thing right there, guys. That is gorgeous. Sits in this satin or silk bed, nice and secure. Obviously you have the Navitus Perfume label up there. And this bottle is gorgeous. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Zenio bottle, but it's a light crimson / bronze color. Stunning bottle, beautiful gold cap, heavy gold cap, might I add, but a luxury presentation. Absolutely gorgeous. So the fragrance was created, I'll put the perfumer's name up here because I don't want to mess it up, but it was in collaboration with the actual CEO of Navitus Perfume, high-end merchant. I hope I'm saying your name right. Really nice guy. This dude was so pleasant. So I met him at Sin Explorer last year, and as I'm talking to Steven introduced us, and we kind of hit it off. We were talking about his fragrances. I smelled a lot of them, and you guys know I was kind of hesitant to jump into the Navitus, world because I just felt a little off where you got perfumers mixing with fragrance reviewers, influencers, and in creating stuff. I thought it was a little, off for me, but I'm a man about mine. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm gonna tell you when I'm wrong. I was wrong. Those fragrances I smell were some of the best fragrances in that entire show. And I'm not talking about like 4th, 5th, or 6th. They were like tied for like 1st and 2nd place at least I would say 7 to 10 of them were just outstanding, and this was one of them. So like I said, I was talking to High-End, and as we were discussing fragrances, I smelled Zenio, I smelled Sharita's fragrance, I smelled the new fragrance that they were launching a couple of weeks later, which was a vanilla fragrance. And as he's talking about it, he said, hey, try this one. I think you might like it, the way you talk about what you like in dark fragrances. And I was like, okay. So I go and smell this joint right here. Man, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was like, okay. I smell Zenio. I was like, I can't get both of these joints because they expensive. But I was like, man, I need to smell it. So I let it hit on my arm for about a good hour. I walked around a little bit, and I kept smelling myself. And the first thing I kept saying is, this is a warm, creamy, animalistic vanilla fragrance. And I was like, man, there's something unique about it. It's just not vanilla in this. It's just not warm, but it's an animalistic, warm note. It's a creaminess behind it, but there's something exotic about this that I could not put my nose on. I was like, man, this is nice. And I just remember, I don't know if maybe I made this up, but I remember we were talking, and he said something about patchouli. And I was like, is it the patchouli that is a little, different, that makes this fragrance unique? So at this point, I don't know the note. I just know that I smell a vanilla that I've never smelled this way before. So, long story short, I grab Zenio. Of course, I gotta grab this. I bring it home, and I wear it around the Christmas time. And I've been wearing it. And there are things that were happening with this fragrance that at first changed my mind, because at first I thought it was a vanilla fragrance. I thought it was a warm, sensual, exotic vanilla fragrance. But then around February, I wore it. It was really cold, maybe in a good, 20s, 30-degree weather. And this beautiful rose note came out and complemented the vanilla. Now, like I said, I'm gonna tell you the notes, but this is what I smell, and this is how the fragrance came off to me. So let me break down the notes for you guys. In the top, you have Indian jasmine and you have saffron. In the middle of the fragrance, you have a Turkish rose mixed with a beautiful orris. An Italian orris at that. And in the base of the fragrance, the bottom notes, you have Laotian oud, sandalwood, amber, Madagascar vanilla, leather, and oak moss. Now that's a lot. Right, that's a lot going on. But when I say exotic, you saw the notes, you heard the notes. I mean exotic in every way, shape, and form. Now, like I said, as I got used to the fragrance, I'm wearing it. It's around February. The opening was very warm, creamy, beautiful, sweet, soft vanilla, mixed with a wonderful rose note. Now this is obviously the Turkish rose I'm getting. It is a beautiful, sweet, light floral note, but you get all of the rose petal in this. But once again, that vanilla is rich, it's creamy, it's sweet, and it's seductive. I'm just in awe of how the opening is just hitting me. As it's developing about a good 20 minutes to about 40 minutes, I start to get a soft spice, which is a combination of spice and florals. So I get that saffron note. And I don't know where we were going. I think we went to maybe a jazz club or something like that, and I grabbed this. Or we went out somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but no, I think we went out to a restaurant. As I'm in the restaurant, I'm thinking that the food is going to clash with the fragrance. I'm thinking that I'm not going to enjoy the fragrance because there's going to be so many different, Italian spices going on. Because we did go to an Italian restaurant, I remember. But no, I was in my own little bubble. Honestly, I was in my own little bubble at this point. And like I said, that creamy, sweet kind of seductive vanilla. That was absolutely a beautiful warmness that came with it. Combined with that wonderful light floral Turkish rose was just divine. I'm in heaven right now. But at the same time, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling like for real, I'm like feeling sexy. I'm feeling, you know, like confident. The soft spices kind of added on to that confidence that, you know, me and my wife, we're just chilling. We're having a date night. I'm enjoying myself. And I know wafts of this fragrance is coming across. And I can see her, you know, she can smell this fragrance. And as she's enjoying my company, my wife only gets really flirtatious when she likes to smell. She gets really flirtatious with me. So I can, you know, the hand touches, the gestures, the looking in my eyes. I'm enjoying every bit of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it. But I'm like, man, this thing is really hitting right now. I'm like, yeah, you know, I might have a little, you know, tonight. I don't know. But I'm letting the dice land where they roll. I'm going with it. So now this is when it starts getting a little funky. And I mean, it's a good funk. This oud comes through. And I'm promising you guys, this is an oud that has a beautiful, sweet, animalistic vibe. It is in no way, shape, or form BO-ish in that realm of where you're just thinking funk, you're thinking barnyard, anything like that. No, this is absolutely stunning. This is just breathtakingly stunning. Combined with what I get, and I know it's not in the notes, I get a lovely earthy patchouli right in the middle of that oud note. Right in the middle. Now, the vanilla, in my opinion, stays throughout the entire fragrance. The rose does not. But y'all gonna be hard pressed to find a fragrance that just shouts, I'm in the room. I'm not trying to take over the whole room. This is just the most handsomest man in a bottle. And everybody knows this is a good looking guy when he walks in. He don't have to say nothing. He don't have to do nothing special. There's just something about that man that you'd be like, come on, man, whatever. He all right. That's the hater coming out when this fragrance is on. I'm telling you, guys are not gonna like you if you're walking around with this, because this is going to pull the females. Now, this is not a crowd pleaser. Don't get it twisted. This isn't one of those fragrances that's gonna get everybody excited. No, this is for people that appreciate notes, people that appreciate and can identify quality notes. If you can understand what a wonderful Madagascar vanilla smells like, if you know what a Turkish rose is supposed to represent, if you can understand what oud smells like when it's done right, yes. As you get to the dry down of this fragrance, I think that the saffron carries. I think the soft spices still carry. I think the vanilla carries, but now what takes over from being that sweet nuance, the resinous nuance comes in, and that introduces this amber note. Now the amber note latches on to the oud, and woody, animalistic meets resinous and slightly sweet. That creaminess now becomes multiplied. The creaminess is now joined by a wonderful, just a wonderful, adorable sandalwood note. The sandalwood is, you know, just known to be just that right bit of creaminess that you still smell that woody note. But overall, I'm gonna give you an overall picture. This is that Aroma Therapy candle that hits all the right spots of just smelling fantastic when you walk into a room. It's calming, it's sexy, it's erotic. It's that candle when you're trying to say, hey, listen, let me give you a massage. Come in the bedroom. Let me hook you up with a massage. And that candle has been burning for a good hour. So as soon as that special someone, maybe ladies, you want to buy this for your man. Maybe guys, you want to wear it to put someone in the mood. That aroma from those kind of exotic aromatherapy candles is a piece of this. But that cherry on top, or the two cherries, in my opinion, is the vanilla and the oud. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most stunning exotic fragrances I've ever smelled. I'm telling y'all, don't miss out on this one. Don't miss out. Let me show you the sprayer, and I'll get down to the old school stuff. This is the sprayer. Once again, a beautiful one. Controlled. Beautiful control trick. Let's do one more. Oh. And the balance, man. This is not one of them like, oh, beast mode. It's a balanced sweetness. And it's the presence of this fragrance is there, but it's just, this is, what's the guy name? What's his name? Like the guy that named Thor. You know Thor know he a good looking mofo. You know he know, but he don't come off like that. He don't come off like, ha, I'm the best looking guy in the room. No, he just walks in and just like, you know, you that man. Just like, that's like Idris Elba. He does the same thing. You know he's a good looking guy. You know every other guy is going to hate on him because he knows he look good, but he don't have to say nothing. This is this fragrance. You know you're going to smell good. You don't need anybody to tell you. Just the reactions of everybody that smells this fragrance, especially the ladies, is going, I feel you're going to lose it. You gonna grab your girl hand like, come on, we going on somewhere else. But if you the dude, you the guy that's wearing this, trust me, ain't nobody gonna smell like you wherever you at. You gonna smell, in my opinion, just totally unique in every aspect. I would say the times to wear this fragrance, obviously the fall, the winter time, I would say late fall, and pretty much entire winter. Night, especially if you're going out, absolutely first date, first impression, you want to, yes. But there gotta be a special female for this one. Don't just be taking one of them chicks out to just looking for a meal. Nah, the ones that turn their nose up to Olive Garden and Cheesecake Factory. Nah, don't do that. Get someone special, someone that you really like. Wear this around them. They definitely will appreciate it. Longevity, this is between, I'd say, 8 to 10 hours. It gets a little close to the skin around the, I'd say, the 6 to 7 hour mark, but still enough to project about a good foot away. But the first 2-3 hours, you're gonna get a good 2 feet, 365 degrees circumference of just soft wafts of this thing, just saying, yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Love me. I know you do. That's this right here. All right, guys. I know I talked a lot. This is what I do. This is how I break these things down for you. This is how I let you know that roughly, I think it's like $280, 200, maybe 250 to 280, something like that. But these ain't cheap. So of course I want you guys to smell amazing. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Get samples. I'll link down below where you can purchase a fragrance. And yeah, you can thank me later. With that said, guys, I gotta thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Once again, all glory goes to him. All glory goes to you. Thank you. I bless you. I thank you for the opportunity to speak to my fragrance family. And guys, I want y'all to do me a favor. Go watch this TV series called The Chosen. The Chosen is a series of Jesus and his disciple, their walk through the time he was on earth, and it breaks down parts of the Bible that you've read from, you know, from Matthew all the way to, you know, John. It just breaks down the entire journey in the way that you can see it. You can see the miracles, you could see the blessings, you could see the blasphemous talks about Jesus. It's a fantastic TV show. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. I'm on season 2, but I think this was a good opportunity for me to see the things that I read to kind of resonate with them. And I'll say this honestly, it threw me off a little bit because I felt like, oh, I wasn't worthy to even see these miracles happen like they saw, you know, in biblical times. But this is a good spiritual exercise. It's a way to strengthen your spirit and your faith, and it's doing that for me. So I encourage you guys, go watch it. It's called The Chosen. Fantastic TV show. And I like the fact that in this show they got a lot, of course, of Jewish people, but they got a lot of black people in this show too, because they be trying to make it seem like we ain't in none of the biblical times. Come on, man. All right, so with that said, until next time, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, peace.